In the dazzling world of Chinese entertainment, very few duos have managed to capture the hearts of millions the way Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan have. Their on-screen collaboration in The Untamed was nothing short of legendary. But what truly keeps fans hooked are the moments that slip away from the carefully scripted world of television. The unseen footage, the raw exchanges, and the hidden chemistry that continues to fuel endless conversations among their admirers. Imagine a camera that never stopped rolling, one that caught every fleeting glance, playful smile, and whispered conversation between these two stars. What would we see? What secrets of their bond lie beneath the polished surface of official releases? Today, let's dive deep into the world of unseen footage and explore the breathtaking chemistry of Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. Moments that feel too natural, too spontaneous, and too electric to be ignored. From backstage whispers to accidental eye contact that feels scripted by fate, every second is a revelation. And when you begin to piece it together, you realize this isn't just professional camaraderie. It's a symphony of trust, admiration, and unspoken connection. Their journey begins in the middle of long shooting schedules, under hot lights and endless retakes, where patience is tested and true personalities surface. When unseen clips of them laughing uncontrollably after a flubbed line circulate, fans can't help but notice how natural they are with each other. Xiao Zhan, ever composed, teases Wang Yibo about his mistakes, while Yibo, often quiet and reserved, breaks into rare smiles that light up the entire set. It is in these small, unguarded moments that their hidden chemistry bursts forth. One piece of behind-the-scenes footage shows them rehearsing a complex fight scene. Their timing has to be precise, every move carefully choreographed. But what steals the spotlight is the way they communicate without words. A nod here, a quick glance there, and somehow they understand each other's rhythm perfectly. The director barely needs to step in because their synchronization feels almost telepathic. As the cameras stop rolling, instead of walking away, they linger for a beat too long, laughing, adjusting each other's costumes, and exchanging playful remarks that sound far too genuine to be just work. What makes these unseen moments so powerful is not just what they show but what they imply. When Xiao Zhan rests a casual hand on Yibo's shoulder during a break, Yibo doesn't flinch or pull away. Instead, he leans slightly closer, almost unconsciously. These subtle gestures, so small that they might escape the untrained eye, speak volumes to fans who know that true chemistry can't be manufactured. Then there are the award shows, where unseen backstage clips reveal even more layers of their connection. At one such event, the camera caught Yibo looking visibly nervous before stepping onto the stage. While most would expect him to retreat into his cool, detached persona, what happens next is something only sharp-eyed fans noticed. Xiao Zhan leans in, whispers something, and suddenly Yibo's entire expression changes. His shoulders relax, and he cracks a smile. The clip lasts mere seconds, but it says everything. When one falters, the other becomes his anchor. Unseen rehearsal tapes also add fuel to the fire. During a particular scene that required intense emotional energy, Yibo found it difficult to channel the right expression. Instead of leaving him to figure it out, Xiao Zhan stepped in, patiently guiding him, offering tips, and even acting out lines to bring out the right response. The cameras capture Yibo looking at him with a mix of admiration and respect, eyes that silently convey gratitude. Their director later commented that their ability to support one another made every scene richer, deeper, and unforgettable. But perhaps the most enchanting unseen moments are those that happen when they think no one is watching. In a leaked clip from a wrap-up party, amidst music and laughter, the two were spotted seated side by side, their conversation hushed but filled with smiles. Xiao Zhan leaned in close, listening intently as Yibo spoke. No cameras, no stage, no audience, just two people enjoying each other's company in a way that felt deeply personal. Another striking moment surfaced during an outdoor shoot, when the cast and crew endured freezing weather. While everyone huddled in blankets and coats, Yibo was spotted trying to tough it out. Without hesitation, Xiao Zhan draped his own scarf over Yibo's shoulders, brushing off the younger man's protests with a smile. That footage spread like wildfire, not because it was grand or dramatic, but because it was simple, tender, and real. These unseen clips prove something that fans have always suspected: that chemistry isn't a facade carefully constructed by producers. It's genuine, rooted in friendship, admiration, and an unspoken understanding that goes beyond scripts and spotlights. And what makes it all the more fascinating is the balance between them. Xiao Zhan's warmth complements Yibo's reserved nature, while Yibo's quiet confidence grounds Xiao Zhan's vibrant energy. They are, in many ways, opposites, yet they fit together seamlessly like pieces of a puzzle. Their interactions remind us that true connections don't need to be loud or dramatic. Sometimes, the most powerful bonds are found in silence, in glances, in the unseen. Fans often analyze these unseen moments frame by frame, dissecting every smile, every gesture, every fleeting look. Some call it obsession, but for those who watch closely, it's more than just entertainment. It's witnessing the magic of two souls who bring out the best in each other. It's no wonder that their fandom, individually and collectively, continues to thrive, growing stronger each year. The beauty of unseen footage lies in its authenticity. What is hidden, what is raw, what escapes the polished edits of mainstream media? These are the fragments that tell the truest story. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan's hidden chemistry is one such story, whispered in laughter, etched in fleeting touches, and immortalized in those precious seconds caught on camera by chance. As we reflect on these moments, one thing becomes clear. The bond between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan is not bound by roles, scripts, or the fleeting nature of fame. It's something far more enduring, a spark that refuses to be extinguished, a connection that feels both magical and real. For every fan who has replayed a behind-the-scenes clip 100 times, searching for the truth hidden between the frames, this chemistry is undeniable. It is a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary stories are not written in scripts but found in the spaces between words, in the glances that last too long, and in the silences that speak louder than applause. So, the next time unseen footage surfaces, whether it's a laugh shared off-camera, a glance exchanged backstage, or a casual gesture that feels loaded with meaning, remember this: you are not just witnessing two actors doing their job. You are witnessing a connection that defies explanation, a hidden chemistry that has become a phenomenon in its own right. And perhaps that is why fans remain endlessly devoted, endlessly curious, and endlessly enchanted by Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. Their unseen chemistry is not just entertainment. It is a love letter to authenticity, to the beauty of bonds that can't be scripted, and to the undeniable truth that some connections are simply too powerful to remain hidden. So let's celebrate these unseen moments, these rare glimpses into the world beyond the spotlight, and continue to cherish the undeniable magic of Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan's hidden chemistry. If you enjoyed this deep dive into their unseen footage, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with more stories, more revelations, and more unforgettable moments that will leave you completely mesmerized. When people say chemistry can't be faked, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan are living proof. Their unseen footage is not just about playful laughter or synchronized performances. It's about those rare, once-in-a-lifetime moments that slip past rehearsed smiles and polished edits. To truly understand why fans call their bond hidden chemistry, we need to focus even more closely on the breathtaking, unseen clips that reveal the truth behind their magnetic connection. Picture this: the set of The Untamed during a particularly exhausting night shoot. The crew is tired, the cast is drained, and energy is low. In one piece of raw, unseen footage, the camera accidentally lingers too long on Wang Yibo, who is clearly struggling to stay awake between takes. His head begins to nod slightly, his eyes drooping under the weight of fatigue. Just as he's about to doze off, Xiao Zhan quietly slides next to him, handing over a warm cup of tea. No words are exchanged, just a small smile, a nod of gratitude, and suddenly Yibo perks up again. Fans who caught that clip call it one of the most heartwarming displays of care. A simple act, but one that speaks volumes about their silent understanding. Another unforgettable moment happened during a costume fitting. Hidden cameras often capture playful antics, but this time, the unseen footage showed Xiao Zhan carefully adjusting Yibo's robe, making sure it draped correctly before filming. Yibo's usual aloof expression softened as he let Xiao Zhan fuss over the details, almost like an older brother looking out for him. What fans noticed most wasn't the robe. It was the way Yibo's eyes lingered on Xiao Zhan, filled with a quiet trust that can't be directed or staged. Then there's the laughter, the kind of laughter that erupts when two people just get each other. In one blooper reel that never made it to official release, Yibo stumbled over his lines and tried to play it off with his usual coolness. But Xiao Zhan couldn't contain himself, bursting into loud laughter that quickly spread to Yibo. What made the moment magical was how Yibo, often shy about breaking character, laughed freely and openly, his whole demeanor transforming. For fans, that unseen footage was proof only Xiao Zhan could draw that kind of uninhibited joy out of Wang Yibo. Award show rehearsals also gave fans more than they bargained for. In one unreleased clip, the duo were practicing their walk onto the stage. Yibo, slightly stiff as always in formal settings, seemed unsure about his steps. Xiao Zhan, ever attentive, leaned over, whispered something, and gently nudged him forward with a reassuring pat on the back. Yibo immediately relaxed, his stride growing more confident. It wasn't just a rehearsal. It was Xiao Zhan being his anchor, his quiet support system when nerves threatened to take over. But perhaps the most mind-blowing unseen scene came from a live recording break. The cameras weren't supposed to be rolling, but someone captured a moment where the two sat across from each other at a table. Xiao Zhan leaned forward, elbows on the surface, while Yibo leaned back in his chair, pretending to look elsewhere. Yet, his eyes kept drifting back to Xiao Zhan, as though pulled by gravity. The way their gazes locked in silence, with faint smiles tugging at their lips, felt more powerful than any scripted scene. Fans who replayed that clip countless times called it the kind of chemistry you can't edit out. Even during high-energy scenes, their hidden connection slipped through. In one stunt rehearsal, Xiao Zhan had to swing his sword with precision while Yibo counted. A slight misstep could have led to injury, but instead of panicking, both of them instinctively adjusted their moves mid-action, avoiding the mistake with perfect synchronicity. The director's voice can be heard praising them. It's like you two can read each other's minds. And that's exactly how it looked, like they shared an unspoken language beyond words. What makes these unseen moments unforgettable is the duality they represent. On stage, they are professionals, polished, poised, untouchable. Off stage, in these raw clips, they are two young men who laugh, tease, protect, and rely on each other in ways that are achingly genuine. The juxtaposition is what mesmerizes fans, the realization that beneath the glitter of fame lies a bond that feels too personal, too heartfelt, to be dismissed as just acting. Another hidden gem came from a wrap-up celebration where music was playing and cast members were dancing and joking around. Most of the footage was noisy and chaotic, but fans caught a soft moment tucked away in the corner. Yibo, normally hesitant in party settings, sat quietly, while Xiao Zhan leaned over to talk to him. Whatever he said must have been funny, because Yibo's face lit up with a rare, unguarded laugh. That clip spread like wildfire online, captioned by fans as the smile that belongs only to Xiao Zhan. And then there's the winter shoot that fans can't stop talking about. The weather was brutal, and Yibo was seen with red cheeks and frozen hands. Before the staff could offer extra coats, Xiao Zhan appeared beside him, wrapping his own scarf around Yibo's neck with a smile that said, "Stop arguing and just accept it." That unseen footage was replayed endlessly, not just because it showed care, but because of the way Yibo softened, no longer the stoic idol, but someone willing to lean into another's warmth. All these moments add up to a story that fans know in their hearts. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan share a connection that is rare, precious, and undeniably real. Unseen footage has a way of pulling back the curtain, reminding us that their chemistry is not confined to scripted lines or rehearsed expressions. It's alive in every glance, every shared laugh, every act of quiet support that sneaks through when the cameras are not supposed to be watching. And maybe that's why their bond continues to be a phenomenon years after The Untamed. It's not just about the drama or the stage. It's about the invisible thread between them that reveals itself in the most unexpected places. The chemistry that hides in plain sight but burns brighter than any spotlight. Fans will continue to search, to replay, to analyze every second of unseen footage, not out of obsession, but because deep down, they recognize something rare, a connection that feels authentic, enduring, and powerful enough to leave us all in awe. If you enjoyed this continuation of Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan's unseen chemistry, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive into the most magical stories behind the stars you love.